All right, friends, guess what? Guess who? It's T back. I'm back, bro. It's T and I'm back with another video. And guess who? JasonBlaha, the mother peep of all the fitness industry, the loafa. Yeah, man. The key to the long game for strength, gain, muscle mass. Hey, by the way, Blahino, I see you tried to strike me on fair use. Say I'm protected, broski. Protected under fair use of YouTube. You understand me? But I got a deal for you, you lowlife. If you release the strike against my original channel, I promise you, I will remove all videos on that channel regarding your dirty ass, and I'll remove all the videos on this channel regarding your dirty scum ass, fake ass. Fucking, you understand that, mother? Yeah, man. Here's from fair use for you.
Understanding that the key to the long game for getting strong really is to spend most of your time focusing.
So don't waste your time. Here, I'll show you what you did, broski. You think I don't know? You think the community doesn't know who the fuck you are, man? You piece of shit. Yeah, you try to hit me. You see what it says there? We received copyright infringement notification below regarding your video. But guess what? Hey, the content is protected by fair use, fair dealing. Whereas similar, see, we believe your content is protected. Yeah, exception to copyright or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. Of course not, because it's under fair use policy. You understand me? It's fair use, Blahino. Here's your name, JasonBlaha. This is you, Juggernaut Fitness TV. You caught me off guard the last time on my old channel. I read the rules on YouTube. Don't worry, you're not the first one to try to hit me or ready to strike me. They gave me a strike for some bad policy thing, but guess what? I appealed it. And they said no violation. Want to know why? Because you can't have double standards on YouTube. I'll explain how the law works because you're too stupid to understand it. See, I didn't care about my other channel, but I'll explain the law. It's called fair use. You understand me? You can't have a double standard for other channels. They're allowed to do it and you're not. That's how it works. Yeah, man. Anyways, back to your crappy video.
Hypertrophy, focusing on work that is a little bit higher rep. And I want to be clear when I say this.
What kind of hypertrophy are you talking about, Blahino? Is it myofibular or sarcoplasmic? What kind of training you do in there exactly?
I'm not necessarily talking about novice lifters. There are plenty of amazing, proven novice programs that have you working in.
Why do you think all these asshole people that listen to stupid channels like yours and all these other ones, when you do hypertrophy work, you don't get strong on hypertrophy work? What are you talking about? It says in science there, eccentric is the most popular. Eccentric is with muscle damage. That's myofibular growth. That is superior to concentric movements because it's not based on creating natural strength, increasing it. You've never created your natural strength. You never increased it because you don't do concentric, eccentric. You don't do periodic lifting. You don't do any repairing or remodeling, and you don't do any muscle injury. So what the fuck you doing there exactly? Hypertrophy. Oh, I know. You want to pump some glycogen in there, eh? Eating potatoes all day. Okay. Yeah. I know. You're losing fat, yes. You're getting a girly body now, yes.
5 to 8 rep range almost exclusively for building your base. When I say the word long game, I do mean the long game.
Are you people listening to this garbage, the long game and all that? This is all junk.
Right. Once you've been training 5 years, 10 years, 20 years.
Training 4, 5, 10, 20 years, getting nowhere like you. Oh, no thanks. I think I'll pass.
The long timers. This is who I'm talking about. I don't mean you guys in your first year of series.
Yeah, the long time lifting slaves, the ones that you recruit, right? Yeah, we know who all those are. You're one of them, the fitness slave.
It's lifting. Again, you guys can run proven programs. I have multiple free programs.
You've enslaved 113,000K on your fucking channel. Listen, man, it's kind of obvious what the fuck you're doing here, okay? It's kind of obvious you can't rebuttal any of the information I posted by NCBI, DOMS Part 1, myonuclear domain, myocytic androgen receptor, the repeated bout effect phenomena. None of these things you've refuted. Any of them, man. What's the matter with you, huh? Huh? What's the matter with you? Huh? What about that nuclei overload training? Untrained muscle, unaccustomed, unfamiliar. You never talk about that. I know, because you're a chronic lifter, bro. Get it? You're adapted to everything that you're doing. Do you understand how the body adapts? Do you understand what these adaptations are? Zero adaptations, meaning zero anything. Duh.
One of them has been run by tens of thousands of people.
They're protections. They're protections. Everything is a protection. When your body gets you these ultrastructural muscle injuries and you build those muscles, you get these nuclei, your body becomes stronger so that it becomes resilient from building any muscle. So you don't increase your natural strength. Yeah, and it moves into type 1 as protection. They call that the repeated bout effect phenomenon. Ever heard of it, bro? Yeah, man. Haha.
Ice cream fitness 5x5. Right? Perfect example. It will do.
Yes, perfect example of ice cream. Why would you call something ice cream? Because it's fattening, get it? It doesn't go anywhere. You're going to become an ice cream.
Will do great for you guys for your first year. All right, now that that's out of the way, when I'm talking about the long game, I do mean because as we continue to build a strength base and as we continue to get older as lifters.
Look, you're still trying to get famous by lifting these weights. But guess what? Arnold Schwarzenegger got famous by the time he was 25. Okay? You're still there at 47, hacking at it.
Our work capacity starts to get crazy high in terms of our strength levels. Okay? It gets crazy high.
All these bodybuilders, powerlifters, and strongmen and everybody, they're all retired a long time ago. But Blaha's still there, endlessly chasing the dream. Never reaching the goal, though.
I mean, once you can squat 500 pounds, you can deadlift 600 pounds, you're capable of generating an enormous amount of work.
I could squat 500. I always could squat 500. What happens if I eat a lot of COVID comes along and I don't lift and I'm older now and, you know, and I start eating too much fructose and everything? Would that diminish me? Will I be able to squat any more 500? No, of course not. You'll fuck up your body and everything. Food fucks you up, COVID, this, that. Whole bunch of things already will mess you up. Eventually, with the time, if you do the wrong things. Yeah, it's experience. It teaches you that. I had to learn the hard way. Are you learning?
When you're doing any low rep stuff, right? You start moving some real big weights, even your 3, 4, and 5 rep sets. By most people's standards are really heavy. In fact, maybe your 10 rep sets might be more than a lot of people who are.
Yes, all these reps and sets and everything, they're all important, even though they don't get you any micro injuries. Get it? And they don't make your muscles bigger. The buffet does. Eating at buffets, restaurants, and food and everything all day. That makes it easier to build muscle. You want to know how easy it is to build muscle? If you have money, you can eat as much as you want. So eat as much as you want. And those injuries will come on easier, and then there will be a repair and remodeling a lot easier, better, faster, stronger, everything. If you can eat as much as you want, you're successful. But if you can't, you're never going to be successful at lifting anything.
Who are listening who are not long timers yet might be more than their 1 rep max. You might be doing 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps with weights that those people can't move at all. So what we need to remember is that we are capable of generating a lot of tonnage. Okay? Accordingly, our joints and stuff can really start to take a beating. And one of the things that's noted for people with a strength base is that our joints and stuff start to hurt if we do a lot of heavy work, okay? Or we do it for extended phases. That's one of the problems we run into. Number 2, we're capable of just training ourselves into the ground. But we also are capable of generating very, very large amounts of stimulus off of just a handful of very high rep sets, right? Because our neural drive is higher.
Your neural drive is higher. These sets, reps off. What? What are you talking about, man? This guy's making shit up, okay?
We're stronger, right? We can get more efficient reps. Like there are almost no jump volume reps. Sometimes when you're an advanced lifter,
Think about it. Have you ever been in an anabolic growth state where you just like had time, I don't know, the summertime or whatever, a couple of months, 2, 3 months, and you had a bunch of money and a lot of time, you can eat whatever you want all day, all night, all day, buffets here and there, just like literally eating, and then coming into the gym and lifting and finding out what really builds muscle. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried that?
10 rep set because you're
Have you ever noticed how you could get these injuries a lot easier and how you could get a lot bigger faster too?
able to hit upper threshold fibers faster if you're strong. Sometimes
And you get permanent strength because you're building myofibrillars. If you build myofibrillars, you're adding to your permanent natural strength.
you're getting to those effective reps well before the 10th rep or even the 5th rep sometimes. You know, your 10 rep max, you might be near that threshold within the first few reps.
Guys my age,
So
guys my age in the gym, they're so jealous. I know them from the old gym. I see them still there. 30-something years later, they come back. They're working out. They look like Blaha, even worse. But when I walk around, they can't stop talking about my arms and this and that. And I'm on drugs and blah, blah, blah. And man, they'll complain to even my friends, my young friends that go there still, the young guys that I did those videos with, you know, Michael and all of them, 25 years old, whatever. So they're all like, what the fuck, man? The old guy comes to them talking about me, and then he come up to me and say, hey, that motherfucker was talking about you, bro. Your arms being too big and this and that and all that kind of crazy shit. At my age, I shouldn't be like that, and I should be like shitty at my age, and you know, he should be like 56 and looking like a piece of shit, like us in the gym, falling apart, doing nothing. Yeah, number one, I don't work out like you guys. I don't eat like you guys. I don't do any of those fucking things like you people. The fucking lifting slaves fucking coming in there and they expect that I gotta look like them because I'm not a lifting slave. What the fuck, bro? That's stupid shit, dipshit.
again, we're able to generate a lot of training response per set.
I'm gonna tell all you now, if you wanna look like Blaha, do exactly what Blaha's doing, and you're gonna look exactly like him. Humpty Dumpty.
Use that accordingly, right? Get in and do your volume work, do your pump work. Come in and
You're gonna gain mass, but it's gonna be sarcoplasmic. You may gain some strength, like for lifting something, you know, this force production, but it'll be chemical based on androgen receptor strength, chemical strength.
do some of your smaller movements, right? We don't have
That's the end of the game. That's the long game. That's the long game you're all playing, the artificial game. You're all going to be sorry. You're all fucking following this guy. Chemical strength and these fake mass gains. It's TRT absorbing more glycogen into the muscle.
But we can also come in and fill in our weak gaps a little bit.
What a yo-yo. What a yo-yo. He's so lazy. He's so lazy to actually build myofibrillar growth. God, this is like... I can't believe I've never seen people that are so fucking lazy to actually eat, like literally eat to build their body and build their natural strength and cause these injuries to muscle fibers. They're such pussies. I got sore. Oh, I don't want to get sore. Oh my God. God forbid if I get sore for days and I got to go through a repair and a remodeling to increase my natural strength to get myofibrillars and all that so I could be a powerhouse and a motherfucker in the future, bro. No, I have to be a fat Humpty Dumpty old guy complaining about I'm 47 years old on YouTube. I'm 47. Look at me, guys. And then show my melted candle pictures out to everybody. Expose myself for the fraud that I am. Hello.
You know, if you're struggling with your pull-ups and chin-ups getting stronger, you know, you can do curls. If your arms are...
Yeah, if you're struggling with this, you could do curls, man. Yeah, man, you could do something easy. Do it easy.
You can come in and do tricep work if you need it for your bench. You could even
Yeah, if you need it for your bench, do some tricep work, and then your bench will get better. Yeah, sure, yeah,
do some flies if your pecs are the weak link in your bench.
See, just do some flies if you're weak there at your bench there. Just do some flies, man. That's gonna help.
So on
you
and
out.
so forth. Looking at a lot.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the easiest thing that you could do to build your body is eat food and eat as much as you can. Be in anabolic growth state. Be in a positive nitrogen balance. That's all. Really simple, man.
The data we have that he's watched the lifter. Do people really believe there's this enormous neural drive response from them?
Neural drive, man. There's a CNS. When you overwork your body, you start to shake, you could get nervous. Yeah, it happens to every factory worker like this guy. He's a factory worker.
Doing, you know, more actual hypertrophy work.
Look how he swings the weight. He's swinging it up and down. He doesn't move it with control. It's swinging. What the fuck?
And they're just coming in training.
It's not even a short range eccentric movement. It's not a short range eccentric quick explosive, eccentric, short-range movements. It's just swinging up and down a heavy weight, throwing it in the air.
Heavy, and I know guys who do that. Problem is they end up breaking.
Man, that's not going to cause enough of this glycogen to go into the muscle, into the biceps to create more of those phony muscles, bro.
Here's the thing to think about. In the long game, your tissues are going to last longer. They're going to be more injury resistant when you've spent a lot more time building muscle tissue, building connective tissue, right?
Yeah, but you're
laying
not.
down new tissue.
Yeah, but you're not. You're not building any connective tissue or any new tissue or anything. You don't build it. That's not how it builds from moving weights around. You are actually wearing them out. You are wearing out your tissues by chronically lifting. You are wearing out your joints and shit and everything, your connective tissues and your muscles, you're wearing them out. Plus, they're getting filled up with oxalates because you're eating artificial diet, bro. Get it? Full of oxalates in there. Fucking crystals forming.
Gives you more support also to lift these bigger weights. It will keep you in the game.
Yeah, keep you in the game a long time. To keep lifting heavy weights the rest of your life. Keep practicing. You have to practice at lifting it. It's not going to be based on your natural strength. Think about this. If you work a labor job over time, lifting heavy stuff like in construction or whatever, notice these construction workers' bodies, they get big. How do they get big? Because at some point it's forced. There's some kind of structural damages there they're getting. And so the body's donating nuclei, creating more tissue in their body because the workload would be too much capacity for the body. They'd fall apart. You understand me? That's why they're so built. But he doesn't do that because it's short-term lifting. You understand? This is short-term heavy lifting, so there's no structural damages in the body. It has to be overwhelmed. It has to be an overworking of an untrained muscle that will get these ultrastructural muscle injuries. And that's why you see these workers, they look fucking massive and strong, bro. Because they put in hours of lifting shit. And they do get these structural damages. And the body does go through a metamorphosis of repairing and remodeling them. So that the workload could be easier. Because can you imagine being with a small body and you're still lifting all day, 6 hours a day? You wouldn't manage. That workload would feel heavy all the time for the body. You wouldn't be able to take it. You understand me? So it adapts by creating these ultrastructural injuries, and then it rebuilds them bigger and stronger. That's why they're super strong, okay? A lot of these people doing these heavy jobs for 6 hours a day. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know this for a fact because when I was young, I worked those jobs, and my natural weight went up to like 215 or something. Because of the structural damages to my body, day in and day out, hour in and hourly out. Fuck it, all day, get it? Lifting shit repetitively, walking with it. It had to give at some point. Just like walking with buckets of water on your fucking head for miles. Eventually it'll give. Anyways, I gotta go, man. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Helps the algorithm. Comment down below. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.